an example of the system working. We are part of the Tom River Regional School District, and I know Mr. Rotacco, the superintendent, he kind of takes the heat from time to time. But there are four sending districts to the Tom River Regional School District. It's the largest regional school district in the state of New Jersey. It is the best regional school district in the state of New Jersey and is recognized nationally. And that's what we should be looking to do.
But should this be forced or simply encouraged? Because what's good for one town may not be good for another town.
Well, what happens is when you come into the regional system, it seems like you kind of meld anyway. It becomes like a melting pot for the area. Ocean County, our social economic breakdown is generally the same. So by creating regional districts within Ocean County or Monmouth County, you have like-type people that would be going to those school districts, and they'll assimilate as time goes on. And it does work. I mean, 611 school districts.
Some without any schools.
That's correct, and they're trying to eliminate those.
I've never understood that, and I've covered politics for 15 years in New Jersey, and I still don't understand how you can have a school district with no school.
Right, and Alan Karcher, a former Assembly Speaker, wrote the book about the madness of New Jersey. I mean, if the O'Learys didn't like the O'Briens, they moved and created two separate towns. And that's why in the years 2009, we have 566 municipalities.
Now, one of the other things that you would like to do is transfer. Everybody complains about how high their property taxes are, and you have some ideas on that.
I do, and from the time I was elected mayor in 2008, I took office. The school tax is the largest burden. There's no question about that.
And it comes at the local level.
It definitely comes at the local level. And I'll give you an example of my parents, and I've done this in previous interviews. I mean, my mom and dad have purchased a house in Brook Township in 1959. Their taxes and mortgage was $111. Today, they're paying $4,000 to $5,000 in taxes. They're on a fixed income, and they can't afford it. If we transfer property taxes for schools to the income tax, they would see immediate relief. Because it would be based on income.
So you support an income tax hike, or how would that work? When you say transfer it from this to that?
It would have to be an adjustment in the income tax. And anyone who says that people will move from the state of New Jersey because we're increasing the income tax, they're not really being truthful. For most people, especially our seniors who are being hit the most by this, they would actually see a reduction. In fact, by having permanent funding in place for the income tax, the rebates that we give to seniors can be eliminated, because those are optional based on the funding mechanism of the state of New Jersey at the time. Once it's a constitutional amendment, the amount of money that people receive each year based on income tax will be something that will be perpetual.